Rise and ground, folks. Guys, I am on the way to an existing customer. This is a no AC call. I don't think they have an active maintenance agreement with us, but I know we came out there a couple years ago. But guys, this customer stated that the outside unit isn't turning on. He checked the breakers, he replaced the batteries, and still nothing. But guys, I am on the way there right now. Let's go take a look and let's get busy. I'll see y'all when I get there. All right, guys. This is an air handling heat pump, 2.5 ton, 2013. And look at this. My fan is blowing inside. Nothing's turning on out here, and no lights. So what I did was I checked 24 volts from RTC at this defrost board, and I got nothing. So let me go inside. The customer is clearing some space out the way. But inside the fan was running, but they said that they had a power outage a couple days ago. I gotta trace the power back from inside and see what's going on and figure out why I'm not getting any power to my low voltage wires going to this board. All right, let me wait for the customer to clear some space out the way, and I'll be right back. All right, this is the air handler. And how come my pump isn't plugged in? That's not good. Did my fan turn off? Hold on, guys. Let me open this door up. All right. I'm getting power. Let's see if this thing turns off. Hold on, guys. The thermostat's on the time delay. Let me put the door back on and let's go outside. Hold on. My fan is running. Let me put this door back on. I'll be back. All right, guys. The door on, and the pump turned off, which is good. And this air handler is a 2013 model, 2.5 ton. All right. Now I'm getting alternating signals, which indicates I'm at least getting power. And if I had to put money on it, that alternating back and forth pretty much means that it's on the time delay. See that? Now guys, defrost boards are primarily for the heat operation, but this can also affect the AC as well, but this can help you too with the fault codes on here. Not every manufacturer has LED lights on their defrost boards, but the ones that do, it's only here to help you out to figure out what's going on here. But the fact that I didn't have 24 volts, I knew that something inside, whether it be a safety or in this case, the pump being unplugged, that is what would have caused the thing not to turn on. Alright guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this thing run for a few minutes, and I'm going to check my TV inside. I'll be back. Alright guys. This is a simple service call, but for sure, without even looking at the filter, we're going to recommend maintenance here moving forward. And also, we'll recommend the customer to just be mindful of the outlets near the unit. But for sure, while I'm here, we can definitely get the maintenance done. I know we haven't been out here in at least a good 2 years, but the customer did ask me about that earlier when I was upstairs about the maintenance. But for sure, we recommend getting maintenance done, if not twice a year, at least once a year, so the customer will know the status of the heat or AC unit. In this case, this is an air handler with electric heat backup, and of course you have the primary heat pump outside. That definitely needs to get checked and cleaned to make sure that we can avoid breakdowns and future issues. But maybe putting two and two together, they needed this outlet for something temporarily, but they forgot to plug it back. But things happen. But alright guys, there you have it. No AC call. Found no 24 volts at my heat pump, and that was because the safety wires from the condensate pump was active due to the pump being full of water and having no power going to it. So that's why safeties are important. Otherwise, this customer would have had a bunch of water down here and it would have destroyed everything he had down here eventually if they never would have caught this in time. But alright guys, there you have it. I'm gonna rock out. I'll see you in the next one. Alright guys, since that was a relatively quick service call, this customer signed up for maintenance, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of the maintenance here. And guys, what I didn't see was this customer did get the capacitor and the contactor replaced. I'm not sure if this is from us, but we don't have it on record on our end as far as any work that was done. When we came out for the maintenance, everything was still in good condition. I think this had to have been at least 2 or 3 years ago, but maybe they had another issue within 2 years. Alright, this is a 40-5. We're at a 39.9 on our compressor side, which is good, and we're at a 5 on that. Cool. And the electric component area didn't look too bad, and that's the good thing I like about these Lennox units. All the electrical components are higher off the ground, so insects and spiders are gonna have to crawl a mile to get to the electric components out here. But yeah guys, for a 2013 model, I showed you the indoor air handler, which is 2013 as well. This thing's only 12 years old, but it's in good condition in comparison to what we typically see past 12 years old, or at 12 years old, I'll say. But this customer got things done ahead of time, and now breakdown's gonna be very marginal in comparison to if he never got anything done at all. Now you gotta deal with possible refrigerant problems and or compressor issues from these smaller parts, adding more wear and tear and more strain on that compressor and the fan motor. So it looks like they definitely made the right choice early, getting service done. So now it's going to be very small repairs, if all, that's going to be needed moving forward here. But alright guys, let me put this cat back on. I'm going to turn the power on, and I got to check my amps, and I'm going to check that contactor for a potential difference. Let me get busy. I'll be back. Alright guys, our unit just turned on. 0.64, 5.27. It's supposed to get pretty hot today, but right now it's about 80. It's pretty mild, so I don't expect maximum numbers. And guys, I already checked my TD when I turned this unit on. Inside my TD is 20, and I already have a clean filter inside. But I'm looking at the coils. This customer do have a hose spigot here. What I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna put the doors on, and I'm going to hose down this coil. I believe I did this a couple of years ago when I was out here, but I know it probably hasn't been done recently, so let me make sure this thing works. Hold on. There it does. Alright guys, let me do that. Let me pack this up here, and before I close this up, this is a newer contactor, but I'm just going to check potential difference anyway, just to make sure we're good. trying to do this with one hand here. Bear with me. Bear with me. Cool. All right, let me put the doors on. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm just holding down this coil. It didn't look too bad, but I'd rather get it done. For one, it's easily accessible, and two, why not? This is only going to help the unit. This customer did have a power outage, but that's why we checked the amps on this unit. The amp draw is normal, so luckily this wasn't a scenario in which this thing was tripping the breakers. But alright guys, that's all there is to it. I'm gonna turn this hose off. There you have it, no AC call. Unplug pump. We plug the pump back in and sign this customer up for maintenance, and now this unit is ready to do battle. There you have it guys. I gotta rock out to the next one. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.